If you've been looking for cheap and reliable coins over Eafc 24, then please look no further than FIFAcoin.com. As usual, they've got great discounts on their website and you can get an extra 5% when you use my code Martin. Link will be in the description. Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another Eafc 24 video and my second tutorial video in this little mini series that I'm doing. In the first video, we had a look at how to apply pressure, how to win the ball back. But doing it manually, I don't mean by turning constant pressure on. So if you want to go back and watch that, obviously feel free. I will put a link in the description, also the pinned comment. But today, we are looking at some of the most basic skill moves in the game, but how to use them effectively. Yeah, because although they're the most basic ones, they're the ones that you should be using the most. They're the ones that will help you look after the ball better, help improve angles. And I'm going to show you how to use them in defense, midfield and in attack. So like I've said, just sit back, pin your ears back, take it all in, and I hope that it helps you out. Okay, so the first move that we're going to look at is the drag back, okay, which isn't really something that's used that much by people, but it can still be really effective and it's really easy to use. You just press L1 and R1 down at the same time and just put the left stick in the direction that you want to ball roll into. You have to take your finger off the sprint button as well, but you can see in these clips that it can be a really effective way of just changing direction. And actually I find that it's best to use it if you've got somebody just a little bit behind you and they're sprinting. Once you stop and use that drag back, it just takes them out of the game big time. So yeah, you can see like here, they would have thought I'd put Sterling through. We don't, we go the other way, and it just gives you that nice bit of variation. And all of these skill moves that we're looking at, I know that they're basic, but they're just really effective ways of keeping the ball moving around the pitch and it being less predictable, creating better angles and creating them quicker, you know? And so for me, a drag back is something that you could do with having in your locker. You're not going to use it all the time, but you want a lot of these little moves to be able to take your opponent out of the game. There's a clip coming up here. This one right now I particularly like because if it's to get a goal scoring opportunity, then obviously it's working very, very well. So you can see here with Jota, the defender comes flying out and I use it to just turn back. I don't score directly from the shot, but I do score off of the attack. But you can see how easy it was to beat the man. People just aren't expecting you to do that. And that's when we talk about having good variation in your game. If you're doing something that people aren't expecting you to do, it's terrific. It works wonders. Here, we're doing a drag back in the middle of part of the pitch, and you can do it in the middle part of the pitch or in defence. And again, it'll just help you change direction quicker. This is a great one. I've got Martin Odegaard there, and everyone would have thought I'd have driven for that hole, but he's not got a good right foot, so we go the other way. So that's the drag back. Now onto the fake shot stop, which I absolutely adore. And I've got to be honest, this is a basic skill move that I use quite a lot. And I absolutely love it. And this is a way just to beat opponents really quite easily. For this to be successful, okay, you need your opponent to be sprinting. Because ultimately, what you end up doing is you're just using their body momentum to lose them. Yeah, because if they're sprinting, by the time you've stopped, they'll go flying 2 or 3 yards past you. And then you're able to take advantage of the space that they leave. And again, without it, you can often be left in a position where you've got no space. So for me, it's absolutely critical skill move all across the pitch. You can see here, it just opens the game up for us. Yeah. And if you don't know how to do it, I have frozen it every time that I'm doing it. But you perform a fake shot, which on Xbox here is X, then A. So you press X, then you press A. But you can't have your finger on the sprint button. So just as you're about to do it, take the finger off of the sprint button, press X and A, and it will perform the fake shot stop for you. Even situations like this, I love it. Everyone would think you're just going to shoot there, but I increase the possibility of it being a goal from, I don't know, 50, 60% to 95%, you know. Again, here, instead of shooting from the edge of the box, we end up shooting from just outside the 6-yard box. So again, we've just used it to better the angle and increase the percentage chance of us scoring. Similar one again here. I could have maybe played it across to Sterling, but I wanted to double make sure. And again, it's just a great way of losing people. Now, I've got something to say about these skill moves, is that a lot of you might know how to do them. And in my coaching sessions, I see people using them, but they don't use them all over the pitch. You must use them all over the pitch. There's no point just using them in midfield and defence. Use them in attack as well. Have a bit more composure. Don't get too excited. Hi everyone, I hope that you're enjoying the video and finding it very useful. If you are watching this, then I assume that you're somebody that wants to improve at the game. So why not get in touch with me for online coaching? It's what I do. I'm a Pro FC 24 coach, and we can definitely get you to the next level. Whether you're somebody that's just got the game, whether you're somebody that's very experienced, you want to improve at your rivals, your foot champs, whatever it is, feel free to get in touch. The email address is martinfootball88@gmail.com. I hope to hear from a lot of you very, very soon. Now back to the video. Okay, so the last one on the agenda today, guys and girls, is the ball roll. And that is the biggest one in my book. I don't think that you can get to a good level if you're not able to use the ball roll successfully. And quite simply, for me, the way that I always explain it in my coaching sessions is that it is the quickest way to turn direction, okay? And think about the game in general. There's always a more advanced way of doing everything, yeah? So when we're using the ball roll, there are instances where people would say, well, I can just use the left stick. Yeah, okay, you could, yeah? But it's not as quick. So when you're playing at a high level and that little split second makes a big difference, that's when it's going to be more effective. So I use the ball roll in many situations. I do use it a lot, as you can see here, in defensive situations to get myself out of trouble. You know, you can see here, I've used the ball roll and it's just given me that amount of time and space to be able to play the ball forward. So it can be used in defense just to help create an angle to play the ball out, but it can also be used in midfield. Yeah, and it can be used in midfield to try and help you protect the ball. You know, if you feel that you're under pressure of losing it, maybe like here, you can use the ball roll to help take the ball away from your opponent. So if it's defense or in the midfield area, it's still just as effective than if you was going to use it in an attacking area. And I think we should have a midfield situation coming up very, very soon. But as you can see here, lots of times in defence, instead of just using the left stick, we use the ball roll and actually we're able to turn defence into attack really, really quickly. Yeah, and you can see numerous examples of that and how much I use it. Here's a midfield situation. I'm driving with the midfielder. I'm going to lose it here if I carry on running or if I left stick, in my opinion. This is where only the ball roll for me helps me retain possession and I'm able to take the ball further up the pitch. Again, in a midfield position. I could probably lose that if I just left stick it, but we don't. It's a first time ball roll and we're back on the attack and we score a simple goal. Okay? So that's using it in the defence and midfield. As I've said, you want to be using these skill moves all over the pitch. Okay? I asked somebody in a coaching session the other day why he thought that didn't happen, and his response was to me that you guys get either too nervous if it's in defence, or maybe you get a bit too excited if it's in attack. Okay, so just try and really concentrate on that if you can, because once it is ingrained into your game, it's going to help you out so much, you know. So you can see here again, even though we're in an attacking part of the play, we're just using the ball roll to help protect the ball rather than lose it. And because we did that, was able to keep hold of the ball and score quite a simple goal, you know. And often, if you're using it in the attack, you're going to use it to quickly change direction because there's an opening for you to go the other way, or you've used something as a decoy. This was a great example of that. And the ball roll will also help keep the ball close to you, keep it under control, and like I said, help you change direction very, very quickly. And there's lots of clips included in here that should help you with that. Of course, any questions about any of this or any clips that I've put in, just hit me up in the comments. Like I've said, it's taken a long time to put all these clips together, but I wanted to put them all in so you can see many different scenarios in which I use all of these different skill moves across the pitch. And hopefully from this video you've been able to tell that if you've got all of these in your locker and you're able to use them in a decent scenarios, that it's going to help your game out so much and help you control games, which of course is what we all crave completely. So coming up as well, guys, I've got a tutorial on triggered runs as well, but hopefully this one has helped. So there we go, guys. For me, learning all of them and being comfortable to use those 3 skill moves everywhere across the pitch is a must, because it just helps you keep hold of possession, helps you get you out of trouble, helps you create better angles for passes that then don't get intercepted, or to create a better chance, to turn a goal scoring chance from 60% to 90%, all that type of stuff. I swear by these skill moves, to be honest. So I hope that has helped you. Like I said in the video as well, if you want to explore that further and get involved in the coaching, then please get in touch with me. But all that's left to be said, guys, is that I hope that helped you out and you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.